everyone, this is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I do a fan brush design using a couple different fan brushes and creating just a fake flower or whatever. It's not a specific flower that I'm actually trying to recreate. I'm just using fan brushes and just kind of having some fun with them and just doing another fan brush design for you on this glass bottle. I've cleaned it off with soap and water. If you're painting for yourself or just to sell or to give to somebody or whatnot, make sure that you then go over it with rubbing alcohol. I reuse my bottles for the purpose of creating videos, so I'm not really concerned about that because I'm just going to be washing it off and doing another video. Alright, let's get started. Use whatever fan brushes you have if you have any on hand. These are just two different ones that I have. Number one was made by, the red one here is made by Plaid, and then the other one is a number 2. It's actually a Dewberry U Pro. I do believe this was part of a fingernail set, but I'm not really sure how you do what you do with it for fingernails. The other brush I'm using is a number 6. It's from a Magic, but you can use any flat brush. You don't have to use this kind, just whatever you have on hand. I'm using Citrus Green, Thicket, and then I'm going into the blues for this one. I'm using Cerulean Blue and Hydrangea. All of these are FolkArt products, combination of enamels and MultiSurface. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be starting with this brush, just because I don't want my plate in the way, but I'm just loading it, just tapping in, nothing fancy. That's what I'm going to be doing before this flower. Okay, so to get it started, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and start here towards the middle, and I am just going to be randomly just touching with this brush. I mean, you can push it down, but I'm trying to make it more like a C shape kind of thing, but I want it to be a little bit more just kind of freestyle. Nothing fancy, but just very loose, very, very loose. I'm going to go up here and do the same. And I'm just going to try to have it going in a different direction. You can actually push down harder if you want, or you can just tap and create the design as you go. Again, just trying to create a U-shape looking design. Try not to make it too big. I get a little carried away with it, so mine can end up being huge when I say try not to. But I'm just really just kind of tapping it out. You can push down more if you want. I am not putting a whole lot of pressure on this, but just trying to make it real loose and just kind of random. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do then is pick up my other fan brush, and I'm going to do the same thing and put it into the Hydrangea, which is the lighter blue. I'm not going to show you that because it's not really anything exciting. And then I'm just going to come through and then just kind of push down, pat it, tap it, however you want to describe it. Just keep pushing just to get just a fun shape, fun flower. You could, like I said, I can see this as a carnation, not this particular design, but I could see this brush being used to create carnations, is what I'm trying to say. Definitely, but that's not what I'm doing here. That's definitely not my intent. But again, you can push down, harder, softer, just tap, and I like it to be just kind of loose, loose, loose. Okay, I'm going to keep going here, doing that with this one, and just tapping it in. Tap, 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 tap. And just keep it going. Alright, easy, right? Very easy. Now I'm going to take my brush, my flat brush, I can say that right now, and I am going to do some double loading on it because I want to, and this could be just very loose too. I'm not really trying to do a specific like one stroke kind of stroke at all. And I'm just going to take this down and just pull it down through the bottle. Now if you want it to be where they all have separate stems, you can do that, or you can make it like they're all on the same branch if you want. This one, I'm choosing to do it as if it is a separate, so I'm just doing the tap and pull, like touch and pull, to connect the flower to the stem. And then on this one, I'm going to have this one kind of swerve out and do its own thing over here to the side, because I don't want them to all be on the same stem. And again, when you're doing this, you can make it to where your flowers are on the same, just like a branchy kind of thing, no stem at all, paint leaves around it, or do separate stems. Or even if you're doing more of a tree kind of design, you can do that too. Now I just like to go over it once I've created my stems. I like to go over them and just give them some additional interest, by adding some more paint to them with a different color, meaning still in the green family, or you could even add some white or yellow. Right now I'm just keeping my palette simple, so you will just be seeing the two different greens like that. Alright, so on this one, then I'm just going to do these very simple leaves. I kind of went off to the side. Let's go back here and okay, actually I want to turn this brush because I want it to have the lighter at the top. If it doesn't matter to you, then don't worry about which direction the greens are going. It really is, again, up to you. I like to just provide some easy designs, ideas, and then you go with it and do what you want to with it. Pretty easy. Alright, so then I'm going to come over here. Actually, I started again with the wrong direction. You could just do some just long one-strokey kind of leaves if you want. I am choosing to come back in and just paint over them a little bit. The only thing you have to keep in mind when you're painting on glass is that you have to be careful you don't overwork the paint, because it will start to separate. So if you're painting over it and going too many layers, or you're painting and then going over, like say if I were to paint something on top of this, I could very easily see the paint separate. I don't know why I keep doing that, because I want my lighter on the top. Now you can easily stick with one style of leaf if you want. You can add a variety of leaves. You can add a variety of flowers to a design. I'm just more focused right now on just showing you some different ways to create flowers right at the moment, because I'm so into using a flat brush that I have a tendency that's what I gravitate towards when creating. But I like some of the looser designs too, and that's what I feel like the fan brush is giving me, that opportunity to be a little more creative. And then here we go again. I'm going to pull it down. And it's just very simple. And that is the intention. I'm really into a lot of leaves, so I'm trying my hardest to not be too crazy on my designs with them, but I can be. So on this one, I'm going to go ahead and add in just some littler leaves, and just to kind of fill it in a little bit. It's not to be You could just leave it with the bigger ones that I've done already and call it a day, or you can keep going and building it up. Pretty simple. That's like, very pretty. On this, I am just sticking with the design on the front of the bottle. Alright, so with this type of a design, I mean, you could just leave it like it is. Add some more leaves in it, go around the whole bottle if you're making this for yourself or to sell it. Whatever you want to do, however you want it to end up, that's great. Tap in some extra flowers or paint them in or whatnot. I just like the simplicity of this. Very loose, easy, simple, anyone can do it type of bottle. And I hope you like it too. Alright, if you do, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and before you leave, please make sure that you hit the share button that's underneath this video. Share it on your social networks with all your family and friends. I would appreciate it. And until the next time, thanks so much for taking time to view my videos. Stay safe and healthy, and you have a good one.